Yo, what's going on guys? My name's Chevalric and today we have a bit of a different video. This is a bit of a hybrid between a money making guide and a progression series and just a kind of walkthrough, walk along video on free to play, how I'm experiencing it, how much fun I'm having. I just want to say this is a one-off video. If there's more demand for this type of video, let me know. Free to play videos, that is, even the progress series or just regular guides or whatever, let me know in the comment section down below. It's just for a little bit of fun, and as I said, it's just a one-off video. I had a lot of fun making this. For the Bibles, I did fund myself from my main, but all those money makers are attainable within members. I just wanted to do them in bigger batches, and I just wanted to make the video and get it done in a reasonable amount of time. So if you see me with some supplies throughout the video, that's why. But I really hope you guys do enjoy it. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think of this concept. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Let's get into it. Hope you enjoy. So I think our first order of business is getting 15 woodcutting, or just getting a woodcutting level up to begin with, and to be able to get better access and make a little bit of starting cash. I might actually transfer some money over from my main account in the long run, but I first want to kind of start off and see where I can get, kind of like Iron Man mode and doing Stronghold of Security in a little bit as well. And just see how it pretty much goes. Just one step at a time, but as I said, I might actually transfer money over on my main. Might not be hundreds and hundreds of mils, but maybe like 1 mil, 10 mil, whatever. It's just for fun. Doing something very, very important, so I can't access. I nearly already misclicked this rabbit, and that could have literally leveled me up to level 2 combat, and I would have to start a new account, but I turned it off, so we're good. Also level 5 woodcutting. So one inventory of logs just got me over pretty much 8 woodcutting, given this is during double experience, which in free to play is 1.2 times experience. But let me show you something I've noticed when even being a member and getting a log drop. One inventory of log is 28k GP. Let's see if we can actually sell it. Also, never forget to activate a lodestone. Lodestones are huge for transportation throughout RuneScape. I don't know what I would do without them. Yo, Jam Giggle. This music ain't it. Literally, bro. This is terrible. But tell me about the Grand Exchange so I can make money. Alright, let's sell all our logs and see how much money we make. It doesn't sell. Let me lower the price real quick. And on GP would be nice. 25k. Easy 27k made in one inventory. Let's get some more inventories done. Let me actually get something real quick. Okay, that was a struggle. So the Rune Hatchet wasn't buying off the Grand Exchange. It eventually bought for 40k. I bought it on my main. Just gave my main 10k and just bought it for the Grand Exchange price plus 2k. But if you add a Rune Hatchet to your tool belt in RuneScape, you will actually be able to get all the tiers of hatchet. So you only really have to have one hatchet on your tool belt, and then as soon as you get the level to use an iron, steel, mithril, whatever, it just automatically upgrades. It's a very, very nice upgrade, and it only costs 10k. Well, apparently 40k on the G, but it should only be costing 8 to 10k, especially if you buy it from the shop in the Champions Guild. There's also 9 woodcutting. The first double-digit skill, 10 woodcutting. Biggest money maker at the moment. Let's go on with this for a little bit. There's 15 woodcutting. We'll be switching to oak trees and comparing the money coming from both trees. See how it goes. I hope you can't hear the ice cream truck in the background, by the way. If you did, and this part makes it into the video, absolute nightmare view. Absolute nightmare view. 30 woodcutting. We can now cut willow trees, and I'm going to be selling everything that we cut from 15 to 30 woodcutting at oak trees and see how much money we made. So we got a total of 167 oak logs and 56 regular logs. Try and sell them, see how much money it is. So the logs sold for 54k and the oak logs for 140k, giving us 210k to play around with. A fantastic way to make money in free to play, depending on the prices, always check them, is buying runes from stores and selling those on the Grand Exchange. I know that the elemental runes are always worth something. It's better off not to buy these. And sell these on the Grand Exchange. There are a few shops, and I'll be showing them which one those are. But let's actually get the lodestone activated as well over there. Lodestone activated, our easy way back to Varrock. Drainer lodestone activated. There is the Port Sarim lodestone, which is probably one of the more important ones for this money-making method for shop runs. Obviously, keep in mind, we started with 210k in our cash pouch, and show you after how much we made, because you'd be surprised. Every high level player will always bang on about this, like how good it is. I go into the wrong store, but it actually is really, really good, and I'll show you. I will show you. So over here is another rune shop, and I'll buy all the runes yet again. Same goes, just these elemental basic runes from our friend Betty over here. Mugger, fun off. We actually made even more under Grand Exchange because they happen to sell for more, especially the water runes, because they're very, very coveted with members players. And instead of making 200k, we actually made 222k profit. Beautiful. Going to be investing this money in something a little bit later. For now, we need to do some training. And here is the most iconic lodestone. In my opinion, Lumbridge Castle is one of the most iconic, if not the most iconic place within RuneScape, because this is where we used to start back in the day. Spawn right here where I'm going to be walking, and it sometimes makes me sad that's Burfop. Obviously, Burfop is perfect for the new area, like for the new introduction for new players, because obviously everything has everything there. This will always be the starting place for me. 15 fire making. I could easily buy the logs, but I still need woodcutting experience anyway, so I'm just cutting some logs and trying to get it that way. We're going to be moving over to oak logs to be burning them up until 30 as well. Very quick though. Very, very quick. 30 fire making coming in. This was super fast. I think it took me like maybe 30 minutes or something. There's 10 fletching. That literally took me like 3 minutes. Oh my lord, this is quick. What the hell? 20 fletching. I kind of underestimated the experience I would be getting. I want to make bronze, iron, and steel arrows, and I'm pretty sure I can go straight to myth. Okay, wow. This is fun. Like, I do really do like it, because this is just a fun little account, fun little project, and I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. I'll be showing you some tips and tricks throughout it as well. I might make some separate videos depending on the response on this video, and if you guys want to know like actual guides or something. I'll pop the XP rates on screen as well, so you can visualize it whilst I'm going through it. We're pretty much up until 50 fletching, which that won't take too long. They'll probably take like 3 hours to get there, maybe even quicker. But if you're using logs to fletch it, you start to make profit at 64k, which is not too much, but it's slowly going upwards when you go up in the levels. It kind of sucks because fletching used to be way better money, but eventually when you get to magic shield bows, you make about 106k profit an hour, which is really good because you're skilling, it's a viable skill, and you're making profit. I know this is not the best money maker, but it's training this skill in a profitable way. That's always a good thing. Also, I completely didn't even realize this whilst I was doing it, but if you buy these, you actually make profit if you make these arrow shafts, and a really quick experience. It's not huge profit, but you actually make profit doing it, and you don't make a loss. And I mean, I just made 10k and I got up to like 26 or 27. Let me look. 28, nearly 29 fletching by just making 10,000. It has some upfront cost, which obviously is like 400k, but I mean, you saw how I made that money that quick. You can buy it and you can get it just as quick as I can. I did not even realize you didn't even need a main for this. All right, 30 fletching coming in, which was the kind of goal. Obviously, I have way more banked, which is a bit too extreme, but it's still nice to have, and I will work on it later. But let's move on to the next skill, which I think will also make us profit, and actually quite a lot, and I'll talk about it. So here's one inventory of flax. It is a 2.3k investment. Watch what I turn it into. Obviously, I'm making bowstring. 2.3k into 12.6k. So just buy flax of the Grand Exchange, however much you can, and turn it into bowstring. Up here is the bank, and you just have to walk there. It is crazy good money, especially for your starter account. Of course, I have way more, so I could just straight away just go back and forth from bank to spinning wheel. But even if you just buy 100 or 200 or 300, you'll make a lot of money. You could just sell it on the Grand Exchange because bowstrings are needed for fletching. Easy money. Then crafting coming in. We're also going to level 30. See how long it will take and how far this bowstring will get me and how much money we will make off it. 20 crafting coming in. 30 craft coming in as well. That was quite quick. It took me like just under an hour. It's a little bit late now, so my voice is a little bit low, like sound wise, volume wise, that's why. But we made about 740 for bowstrings. You have to make 20% more, so that would be like another 140, so nearly 1k to get 30, but let's call it 100 each for a flag, so that's like 75k. Yeah, I made 335k. This is a great money maker whilst you're skilling and making a little bit of profit. This will make you bank, but it is something, you know what I mean? So I was just making some screenshots for the thumbnail. Shout out Fraxy, by the way, for helping me with it. Honestly, you're the GOAT, my friend. Honestly, thank you so much for everything you've done for me, but especially this thumbnail as well. Thank you. These things are 500 GP each. You can fish them really quick. Another no requirement moneymaker. I might make a full video on this, by the way. There is 15 fishing, which unlock the best fishing method free to play, being fly fishing. We made some money as well. I guess I will price check it for you guys, even though I'm going to be cooking all the crayfish to get my cooking level up. But we'll be moving over to trout and then eventually salmon at level 30 to whatever fishing level we get to. And the same goes for cooking. I'll be getting magic note paper to note it because pretty much break even. I mean, I will make loss on money when obviously I'm cooking it, but still I need to get my cooking up somehow and I need to buy it. That's it. But yeah, that's 100k made in like 30 minutes. Easy money. I swear to God that I thought that trout were at level 15 and not at level 20, but there's 20 fishing coming in anyway. I use note paper on crayfish, which is a slight profit. See, there's 565 and there's 439. I don't recommend this, but still decent to do, I suppose, because it's easier to do. And obviously if you cook them, it will not be profit, but I'll be using that note paper on the trout and salmon. I don't know about you guys, but this might be one of the most nostalgic places for me within free-to-play RuneScape. Obviously over there's the Hill Giants and the Limper Root collection and Big Bones, what I used to do back in the day, but fishing this trout and just running to the bank, collecting them or just dropping them and just getting good experience was being nostalgic. Obviously I won't catch salmon until level 30, but salmon, even though it is like 482 GP, it's about break even if you note them. But the trout, it is same thing, pretty much break even. I will be noting them, obviously because of cooking, because I need to buy them anyway to trade cooking, so it is what it is. But after I get, I think it's 40 cooking for swordfish, I'll not be using salmon and trout anymore. Like I said before, it's not worth noting it, but there is 30 fishing come as well. We'll be using this for cooking, including all the crayfish that we caught. Probably going to use a portable cooker. If you're ever cooking, always use a portable cooker. But yeah, fishing is really chill, and I'll probably do a lot of it on this account. Some of you might be watching this and thinking, Jeff, why are you mansplaining literally everything? But it's just in case someone new watches this. But whenever you're skilling, whether that's literally anything, always use the portable range, a portable Fletcher. You can find these usually in World 3 Grand Exchange, and they literally give you 22% extra, or 20% extra experience. So it's always worth using. It will save you money in the long run with especially buyable skills. So definitely be using them. Let's cook all of and get 30 cooking, of course. That's what I was thinking of. Trout is cooked at level 15 and not fished at level. Guess we're cooking the trout, I think, maybe. I don't know, depends on the burn rate. I don't know. There's 30 cooking. There's not much to it. I bet there are some profitable cooking methods out there. I don't know which they are. I know there are some really high level member ones that are profitable. Actually, blue bubble jellyfish. If you're curious and you are a member watching this. But when it comes to cooking, it's mainly a loss. So make sure you use your ranges. Maybe use your own fish. But that is pretty much it. 30 cooking. Let's move on to the next skill. And there we are broke. A rune pickaxe +3 for on the tool belt and a rune ore box to store our ores. I think you can guess what skill we're going to be doing. Apparently the pickaxes don't work the same as the axes. Very interesting. Yikes. So the way I'm going to be going about this is kind of in an Iron Man way. Mining my copper, my tin, making my bronze for my smithing, and then going up the tiers that way and also making my pickaxes. I think that's the best way to do it and to be able to get it and not just to buy it because I'm broke now. If you don't know what the ore box does, click on it, it will store all your ore. You can store, I think, up to 100 each ore in every ore box. I'll flash it on screen if I'm wrong. However, I'm going to be mining 2 inventories of copper and 2 of tin, and that should be enough. 15 or 10 smithing. I don't know what I need. I think it's 10. It's 10, isn't it? Yep, 10. Easy. Okay, I'm selling all the bowstring because I need some money to buy myself the steel bars that I need for the smithing grind. I can mine them all, but I'm a main, so I don't need to do that. So obviously, you can do this the exact same way because if you've been following along and you actually see this as a guide, it's not really a guide, but I'm just saying if you do see it as a guide, then you should have about the same amount. I'll just buy 200 part will get me of money that I have, especially with the flex. Obviously, you will not be able to buy as much in one go as I could, but obviously still get it, and it's a good money maker to do because you saw it's great profit. It's actually 4 timesing your profit and you're getting experience as well, so it's beautiful. And there is 30 smithing coming in. There's not much to say about smithing either, if I'm going to be honest. If you just use your ores to mine through mining and then sell the plate bodies on the Grand Exchange, which we'll be doing later, you make a little bit of profit, but it's nothing too big. You're probably better off selling the ore directly on the Grand Exchange because it will just make you more money over time, but overall pretty chill to do. And I guess even if you buy it, you still can break even depending on the material, but it's not too bad. Like I said earlier, 30 mining by the way, you're probably better off mining the actual iron ore. They're selling for nearly 500 GP and you mine them actually quite quick. This with a steel pickaxe, so I assume that as soon as you can use a rune pickaxe, this goes really quick. And I mean, you can mine over, well, apparently you can stack 120 in your ore box, so it is literally 120 plus an inventories are 26 spaces because obviously 2 are filled up, which is literally 146 in one inventory, which is 70k that you can mine in probably like 10 minutes or something. So that is pretty decent money actually, if you ask me, for free to play. There's only one skill left, which won't make us money. So let's just get to level. I don't know what it is, but there's just nothing as satisfying as leveling runecrafting, especially in RuneSpan, especially as soon as I can do these mindstorms and all the other ones that are spawning around. It's really AFK. Probably has something to do with the fact that back in the day, runecrafting was probably the most difficult skill to train, and now it's really chill and AFK, and this is definitely something that I can get up high very, with some actual decent experience rates. But yeah, there's not much profit to be made. Obviously there's a reward shop, but you won't make that much money off it. But like I said earlier in the video, water runes make a lot of money, so you can always go and craft water runes from the essence you can buy off the Grand Exchange and make a lot of profit. Or you can mine them yourself. It's up to you. So if you don't know how RuneSpan works, you pretty much have these floating essence floating about. You can collect and you get 25 rune essence in your inventory. Then you siphon the air S-sling. You start at number 1 or whatever. And then you can use those runes corresponding to the platform. So you can see this air rune. This one needs an air and a might rune to be able to float over. The further you get, the better the spawns will be, and you want to be focusing on the mindstorms, the cyclones, etc, because they will give you the best experience and a pair of eventually fireball. Very much a rundown of RuneSpan, and you get these points that you can spend in the reward. There's 30 runecrafting, final skill that we had to train. However, we're not quite done here. Still to do one little thing. And that is the exact level that I wanted to get. 33 will unlock the medium floor for when I return, so I will never have to go to this low floor area again, which is the vine ladder. Very much giving me the best experience. I would like to clarify that the best experience, if you do it just how the wiki says it is, it's like 54k experience at the higher levels. As I said though in the intro, this will just be a one-off video, so I do hope that you guys do enjoy it. Maybe in future I will upload more if you guys do want it, and as I said, I might upload a few free-to-play guides because there aren't many free-to-play guides on YouTube, and I think there's some demand for it just in general. At least I would want them if I'm a free-to-play player. And if you're curious how long this took me, I'll flash the playtime on screen right now if you're really curious about how long it took me. Obviously there's some time making a thumbnail, and just subtract an hour for me just loafing around and doing nothing, and it was a lot of fun. I did enjoy myself, and I've been wanting to make a free-to-play skiller, if you couldn't tell, for a little while now. Shout out to Telx, he really inspired me doing so. I watched his series 7 years ago. I was his 34th subscriber or something, and I'll put his link in the description down below if you want to check out his series. And yeah, we just hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, the whole 9 yards. See you guys in my next video.